Hello, hello, my dear students. Welcome back to yet another session in our Explainer series. I know, exams are nearing very shortly, and you might be feeling the pressure, but hey, take a deep breath. You really don't need to stress. I am right here to make today's chapter incredibly simple, fun, and easy to digest for you. Today we're looking at safety and security, basically bridging the physical risks out there in sports environments with those internal social choices you face during adolescence. We want to ensure your overall well-being. Oh, and before we really get going, do make sure to subscribe, share the channel with your classmates, and drop your feedback in the comments below.
Okay, let's quickly breeze through our roadmap for today. We're transitioning from external physical safety on the field straight into taking personal control over our internal health. We've got 6 super simple topics: safe grounds and gear, gym and pool safety, preventing sports injuries, the risks of tobacco, alcohol and peer pressure, and finally, safe use of medicines. Let's jump right into Section 1, navigating our external environment. Safe grounds and gear. Think of your school's playground.
We need to establish right away that safety isn't just a bunch of boring rules you have to memorize. It is literally the absolute foundation for confident, peak athletic performance. Think about it. When you know the ground is perfectly safe, you don't have that psychological fear of getting hurt, right? You just go out there and play your absolute best cricket or badminton without holding back.
Instead of treating these as just textbook mandates for your exams, think of them as pro tips. What does a top-tier, secure sports ground actually look like? Well, it needs clean surfaces, completely free of glass and broken stones. I mean, imagine watching a YouTube short of your favorite athlete. They are always playing on pristine, perfect grounds. Fencing should be at least 6 meters away from the play area, and any wild bushes or trees, they've got to be safely shifted out of the way to avoid accidental collisions.
Now, what about what you wear? Choosing the correct gear, especially shoes with proper arch support, is your very first line of defense against fatigue and muscle ruptures. Poor footwear is going to cause unbalanced weight and terrible muscle stiffness, but proper footwear provides comfort, balance, and crucial ankle support. Look, just like spending a few thousand rupees on a top-quality bat, good shoes are an absolute essential investment for your body.
Moving on to Section 2, let's head indoors to gym and pool safety.
We can actually distill the textbook's facility guidelines into a very simple essential checklist for maintaining hygienic indoor environments. We need clean, non-slippery surfaces, proper lighting, the availability of trained lifeguards, and active chlorination. Actually, let's do a quick sample question right here for your exam prep. Question: why is chlorination important in a swimming pool? Answer: it helps in removing accumulated algae from the water and maintains strict hygiene. See? Very simple.
And for pool activity, there's a really safe progression you should always follow. 1. Stick to beginner pools initially. 2. Always wear your proper costume, cap, and eye protectors. 3. Swim only when lifeguards are actively present. And 4. Use the safety stairs to enter. This makes sure you never just wander into the deep end unprepared. Please, don't just jump in like an action hero in a Bollywood movie. Safety first.
All right, Section 3 is all about preventing sports injuries before they even happen.
Prevention is better than cure. It's a classic adage, my dear children, but honestly, it is the absolute guiding principle of all athletic training and sports conditioning. It is always better to prepare properly than to get hurt and miss your most important games.
It's all about taking personal control and neutralizing the causes. If the cause of an injury is poor fitness and fatigue, well, the preventative measure is proper conditioning and technical practice. If the cause is bad equipment, you simply do thorough equipment checks beforehand. And if the cause is a lack of warm-up, the measure is proper pre-game warming up.
And here is the really crucial point. Developing solid physical fitness can prevent up to 60% of injuries in a given game. 60%! That is more than half, kids. Good fitness gives you better reaction ability, sharper decision-making skills, and massively enhances your self-confidence out there on the field.
Let's shift our focus to the internal environment for Section 4, the severe chemical and social risks of adolescence, starting with tobacco. Now, you might recognize the tragic case of Mukesh from those anti-tobacco ads they show in theaters before a film begins. It visually grounds the horrific, stark reality of smokeless tobacco, pan masala, and gutka use. It is not just some bad habit, it directly leads to deadly oral cancer.
And what is truly terrifying is the list of 4,000 chemicals you actually inhale when smoking. 4,000! Just think about these toxic metals and cancer-causing chemicals: toluene, carbon monoxide, arsenic,
Cadmium. I mean, you would never casually eat coal tar used for building roads, right? But tar is exactly what builds up in a smoker's lungs. It's awful.
We also really need to bust a massive marketing myth that targets youth and women. Low tar or light cigarettes are a dangerous, dangerous illusion. The fact is, light smokers just end up inhaling more deeply, absorbing the exact same dangerous amount of nicotine. It is literally just a trap by these companies to take your hard-earned rupees.
Next up, Section 5, Navigating Alcohol and Intense Peer Pressure.
Let's consider a scenario. Let's call it Adil's dilemma. Adil is at a marriage party, and his friends are pressuring him to drink alcohol just for the sake of friendship. How do you maintain personal control in that tough social setting? My students, listen to me carefully. A true friend will never, ever force you into doing something harmful. You must learn to make wise decisions and politely but firmly say no.
We also need to break down some common illusions, like the dangerous myth that drugs somehow increase your creativity or imagination. Absolutely false. The biological fact, drugs induce severe dullness, they completely mess up your normal functioning, and they cause incoherence. They will just damage your beautiful, sharp brains, and we definitely don't want that.
Here's another misconception we need to destroy: the idea that alcohol helps people forget their problems. The reality is that intoxication just compounds your issues. People bring up forgotten problems, they get unnatural depression and anxiety, and it can literally cost lakhs of rupees in medical bills or accidents later in life. It doesn't erase problems, it multiplies them.
Finally, let's examine Section 6, a much more subtle internal risk, the safe use of medicines. It is so vital to understand that all medications are merely catalysts. They can cause immense harm if abused. Safe practices mean understanding the difference between a doctor's prescription and over-the-counter medicines. You need to store them in a cool, dry place and absolutely never exceed the doctor's prescribed dose. And please, please beware of cosmetic, quick-fix pills. You might be scrolling and see an Instagram reel promising magical overnight weight loss with a single pill. Do not fall for it.
A really simple but critical step is checking the label. Always check for proper instructions, manufacturing dates, and expiry dates before taking anything. You have to ensure that the substances you're putting into your body are actually going to aid your healing process, not harm it.
So, I will leave you with this final thought and a question for you to ponder today. How can your fitness and your smart social choices build a holistic defense that makes external medications an absolute last resort? Think about it. Relying on your amazing body's natural healing is always the best path. Let me know your answers and your thoughts in the comments below. Keep studying hard for your exams, don't stress, stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you in our very next explainer.